so much fucked up shit to get into.
Welcome back to Little Sniggers, baby. I'm Michael fucking Rainey here with my buddy Cal Donjala.
HP.
How are you, Cal?
Good.
Looking good. Jacob from Mattera.
Bling blep it.
Wet and juicy Jeff Simmons.
Oh,
Man,
squishy.
we're back for another night 2 of the Jerry Lewis butt fuckathon.
Yeah.
So nice of us to raise money for all these butt fuck people.
Please take the phone off the hook for a couple minutes.
You'd be surprised at how many butt fucked guys just need our help, and we're here for it. We're not stopping this butt fuckathon until every butt fuck guy has gotten what they need.
That's very kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did have to pause the butt fuckathon just for a couple hours while we do this. So, worry not. Your bee will be effed soon enough.
Jake,
Hey, buddy.
I love you so much, man.
I love you too.
I'm excited for you tonight. Now, what we're about to do is entirely dependent upon the coin toss. But Jake has something special planned if he wins the coin toss.
Oh, man.
All right, here we go. Jokers, are we talking about pokers? Are we talking about... We're not talking about the impractical jokers.
Talking about practical Jakers.
Oh, my God.
This whole time you've been sitting on that?
Yep.
Whoa. I am so excited. I'm not ready for this, but hold on. There's some papers here. I'll go off this paper. Guys, I want to tell you about somebody very near and dear to my clogged heart that I learned about in the last 2 weeks.
Adele?
No, but she has been fantastic. Listening to her a lot lately. Coldplay channel. She comes in the mix. I'm talking about a man who is, I guess, the godfather of snake oil salesmen.
Oh, I like him already.
His name's Clark Stanley. He's like the original snake oil. He was the most successful one, the biggest brand, very cool guy, and I learned a lot of stuff about him. I'm excited to tell you. First of all, he is better known as the Rattlesnake King, a name he gave himself when he wrote his autobiography.
Okay.
So he wrote an autobiography called The Life and Adventures of the American Cowboy.
And that stuck. That nickname stuck.
Clark, no, it didn't.
Okay.
But he used it. So he said, by Clark Stanley, better known as the Rattlesnake King.
In his defense, I would take my kids to go see that, man.
Sure.
100%.
And your wife would inevitably say, "What the fuck is the Rattlesnake King?" And be like, "I don't know. Tickets were $5."
And then when you were going to get popcorn and drinks, she would abscond with the Rattlesnake Man. That's the kind of man this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she comes home with 2 rattlesnake fucking fangs in her neck.
Have you been out with the Rattlesnake Man again?
Is that what I think it is?
Dude, yeah, but I mean, as you can tell, typical cowboy, handlebar mustache, goatee, would wear the big fucking handkerchief around the neck, his own cowboy hat that he made, which he
That's
gives.
cool.
Dude, so there's
I
so
like
much.
that style of hat. That's my favorite.
It's
I'm
a
a flat
free-
brim guy. You're a flat brim guy.
I mean, these are the Old West Wiggers.
Dude, so
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
so much in here about becoming I read the entire book today. I was so excited. Yeah, I learned.
Are you a cowboy now?
There's so much I want to tell you about just being a cowboy that it's not pertinent to this stinker.
saddle
but
up.
I
I'm
would
ready to
like
hear
some
it.
cowboy
All right.
information.
I'll throw some in there. All right. But I will say that his snake oil that he was selling was Clark Stanley's snake oil liniment, I think is what they call it.
What is it, like cologne or something?
It's a potion that you put on your skin, and the remedies you just rub it in. It turns green, and then in a day it's like better.
Your skin turns green.
Yeah, well, like the affected area, it becomes foamy and turns green.
Does it hurt?
I don't know.
Not many people said it hurt.
There was testimonials that swore by it, but they were in his book.
Now, Jake,
yeah, he's not going to write the negative press.
did any of the guys that bought this green liniment ever rub it on their penis, then say to a lady, "You won't like me when I'm horny"?
I sure hope so, because as he claims, it cures all. And he says on the packaging, it says good for man and beast.
What?
Which
But
I mean,
not a woman.
not a woman. No, just
No,
man
not
and
for the
beast.
fair.
She
fair
might
sex.
qualify as beast. I don't know. Actually, no. There were some snake oils. I didn't see much with his, but there were snake oils that were geared towards women. Called them for their feminine issues, which I love.
Irrationality, inability to decide on a restaurant.
I don't care. Whatever you want to watch.
Bitch, just eat a fucking snake and shut up.
So here's the thing. He wrote his own autobiography. Besides that, there's no history about him. They can't really
I like it.
Kind of off the grid. So in his autobiography, it says he was born in Abilene, Texas, 1854. Right. In that he claims that in 1863, an immigrant band, which I learned is different than immigrant. Man,
I've seen the different spellings, and I've ignored them.
They're immigrants who impersonate Eminem.
Yeah, they all have the real Slim Shady bleach blonde. They know emigrants are people who are leaving a place forever. Immigrants are who are coming to a place forever.
Okay,
Which is like it's kind of the same thing.
so it's a question mark of where the emigrant is going.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, according to him in his autobiography, in 1863, so he must have been 9 years old, his emigrant band was massacred by Indians. This is his words. They scalped the soldiers, and the only survivors were 2 small girls and him.
Whoa.
And he was rescued by a man named Texas Jack.
Ooh.
And yeah, I'm already making John yawn. This is good. This is
No,
gonna be
I'm
good.
sorry. Texas Jack is my favorite kind of cheese fries from Outback Steakhouse.
But yeah, from that point on, he was raised by cowboys, which is pretty cool. At age 14, he became a ranch hand, and that's when he really started to do some fun cowboy stuff. And he goes into great detail in the book describing the stuff like, what do you call them? Ranch. Sorry, now I'm just thinking of the dressing.
You can get through it.
Yeah,
You
Well, I
can
mean,
do
you
it.
started with
Yeah.
Texas Jack.
Blue cheese, buffalo
Thank you.
wings.
Balsamic. Okay, I'm back. They were called range riders, and they would ride. Essentially, that's what a cowboy kind of is. It's just they ride next to the herd and make sure they don't get all the cows they have. Dude, I learned so much about branding and why it was necessary.
I was wondering why your pants were down around the lower part of your cheeks when we walked in.
I apologize about that, but
And why it smells like burned flesh.
I'm doing mirthid. I think I'm gonna need some snake oil for my stroke that I'm having.
And why you have Godsmack burned into your right butt cheek.
It's the fastest I could get a brand here, okay?
But dude, so for 11 years,
My neighbor was getting rid of it. How can I get one
You're
fast?
on the phone with some Indian customer service guy with Amazon. It's like, do you have any brands that aren't Godsmack?
you have Nickelback.
Yes, we have Vishnu Smack.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah, brother.
So from 14 to 25, he's on the ranch doing all that cowboy shit. Gets tired of it, wants more for himself. Also, he's starting to see a lot of people like have big come ups with like in the world of medicine, right? So that's when he decides to follow. And this is where the story gets weird because I just told you his whole group was murdered, but he says he follows his father's friend to Walpi, Arizona, to see what was then referred to as the Moki tribe, which is the Hopi group now. That's what they're referred to.
I believe I've been to a place called Moki Cave.
For real.
Yeah.
I've
In
had
Arizona?
their coffee mochachinos. Very
Delicious.
Good. Yeah.
I could use one.
Yeah, Jake, pass me yours, please.
Yeah, I think I need. Yeah, I'm so excited.
I believe it's called Moki Caves. It's in southern Utah, so it could be.
Oh, okay.
It's right on the border.
It's all like the tribe stuff, probably.
I've harassed Yoki women before. I said, damn girl, how do I get in that Yoki cave?
And Yoki Cave is obviously nomenclature for her pussy.
So he went to Arizona to see the snake dance of the Walpi tribe. It was a very famous. It's the rain dance essentially.
Okay.
They would do, but they would dance with snakes.
Everybody had their
It
own.
was ceremonial garb. Yeah, it was a crazy thing. Like it was so big that like 30 years later, like Theodore Roosevelt visited the same tribe to like watch this like dance. Pretty freaking cool stuff, right? So while he's there, he says it was a life-changing trip because he says he became acquainted with the medicine man of the Moki tribe. This is his words. And as he liked the looks of his my Colt revolver and asked me to show him how it would shoot, I gave him an exhibition of my fancy shooting.
Do that thing be shooting, baby boy?
but also to call it fancy shooting in his own autobiography, pretty awesome.
And then he goes on to say, Johnny Ringo don't have shit on me. Him nor Doc Holliday. Fuck that movie Tombstone and fuck Kurt Russell too.
So then he said,
What year was this book written?
dude, this was 1897. The autobiography.
Last edition was 97.
Yeah.
Updated by Stanley Clark IV.
Shit, did I do this? Fuck. But okay, so he shows him how to use the gun. He stays for the snake dance. He said, "I'm going to leave after I see the snake dance." But Stanley Clark was so enthralled by not Stanley Clark. That's a musician. Clark Stanley was so enthralled with the snake dance that he decided to stay 2 years. 2 years, 5 months with the tribe.
Learning the ways
That's what he says
of
in the book.
snake.
There was 100% a girl with a fat ass in that tribe.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to learn about the snake shit for a while, actually.
Girl, I got a bag full of venom.
I think she's pregnant. I learned everything I need about snakes.
But yeah, he said, I learned their language, the dances, and the secret of making their medicines.
What?
So this is all in the book, right? So and the book came out after he was on top of the world. We'll get back there in a
Yeah,
second.
he didn't need to prove this to people to sell his stuff. It was
Yeah, this
already
was-
selling.
Exactly. At this point, he
like
was like
hotcakes.
the guy.
Now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
was he like posing as a member of the tribe? Because I know back then there was that Indian American Indian TV show, Undercover Hoss.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah. But dude, this is what's so crazy that I learned in this time. Like medicine was like completely unregulated.
Yeah, they were still doing leeches and bloodletting and shit.
Dude, they were so basically it was all proprietary. So if you created something and you called it medicine, it was then considered medicine. If you said I'm a doctor, they're like, okay,
Yeah.
you're a doctor. As long as you had a little black satchel full of like creams and potions.
Right,
You
with
were
the
on the
cross on it.
Yeah.
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 And you had a white coat.
Moki, get my cream bag.
So and like at that time, like most of the stuff that the hucksters were selling were like just opium and like alcohol, and like you would get that temporary relief. So you'd think it would work. So that's why you'd keep coming back. But
I like that, man.
Yeah, opium do be like that.
Uh-huh.
well, this
I
is
actually
dude,
need some more of
This
that
is why I
stuff,
learned
man.
medicine itself was like a whole entertainment field.
Y'all got any more of that liniment?
I ain't seen my dick turn green in a minute, though.
I'm trying to not see my kids for the next 3 days. Do y'all got the liniment that y'all had sold me too?
Dude, yeah. So they hired people that they knew would be entertaining to sell. Oh my God, he's nodding out.
Wait, like the original pharmaceutical reps?
Like yeah, they were all like performers. Like circus acts and stuff like that. Stuff that they could get them to sell the shit.
Dude, imagine bombing as a liniment salesman.
I ain't sold shit today.
God, it's got to be sad because like yeah, that's like shit you would see people travel around in the wagons and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's probably what he was doing when he started. But so snake oil itself, I've learned, is actually very like good for you. It's like real snake oil is like it's filled with like omega-3 stuff, which helps with swelling, aches and pains, everything they claimed it would. But when the Americans got a hold of it, it just became like a complete mess.
Serious question. Is
Yeah.
snake oil snake juice?
It's actual oil from the snake. It's fat from the snake that so what they do is they take a snake, you have to boil it, the oil rises to the top, you ladle it off, and then like that's the stuff that actually...
I didn't think that's how snake oil.
I didn't either.
became.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's crazy. So it came over here. It became popular because all the Chinese immigrants were coming over here, basically
Stealing all our fucking snakes.
stealing them all. They were coming over to build the Transcontinental Railroad and like basically slavery for them.
Sure.
Which is off.
Well,
a lot of the
internment
stuff
camps.
says labor, but I'm
Internment
like,
camps are a different term. We use that for some reason.
But they had their own shit, their real supply, and it was actual snake oil. It actually helped them. It helped some of the Americans they were working with. And
And they would just take it out of a dropper and put it on whatever skin malady.
yeah,
They
and
had-
they would like rub it in.
They
and, like,
couldn't use it for like a cough or tuberculosis or anything like that, right? Or would
No.
they try to put it on their chest?
They
for
would
stuff?
put it on your chest and like rub it in, kind of like an icy hot or something like
some
that.
vapo,
Yeah, like
vapo
vapo rub.
rub.
Yeah. So
Use a nice little vapo rub.
Is that why you got your shirt open like that?
Yeah. Got to get fumed.
This guy's hunting for Vapo.
So the biggest difference is all the snake oil that the Chinese people had were from Chinese water snakes, which are very
Is that like a
venomous.
moccasin?
I don't know what the hell. That's a shoe.
Could be. I don't even know if water moccasins have legs or not, dude. I don't know what that is.
Is that what?
People always talk about water moccasins. They're like, hey, watch out for water moccasins.
Water
Just
shoes?
say snake if that's what it is. Don't make me make up a legged creature in my mind.
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying not to scare a child.
Yeah.
So when the Americans got hold of okay, it's snakes, they just started cutting up every snake to get the oil, which was the American rattlesnake, which I will let Clark Stanley off the hook on this one, contained 3 times less the amount of fatty, like omega-3, the good property of it.
Yeah.
So
But
he didn't know that. That didn't come out
they
till
do
like
have a
1980
rattle.
something.
that information?
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, he's
so
operating
he's
on
exonerated
thinking-
for that. Yeah.
So that guy, legit, he would procure this oil by
Yes.
capturing rattlesnakes.
Uh-huh.
That's a dangerous job.
Dude, yeah.
The hardest part is putting the sexy lady costumes on the rattlesnakes to attract them. You ever try to put a weave on a rattlesnake?
So yeah, he advertises as a painkiller. He said it was a painkiller made by the Hopi healers, and that he's improved upon it. Best part is,
Would that be hopium?
Jason, nice.
Thank you, dude.
dude, it wasn't even the Hopi didn't even use snake oil in any of their stuff. So everything in his autobiography about it, complete lie, and he never gave any credit to the Chinese for it. You know, he
Yeah.
just
Well, I'm not sure that a guy in the 1850s is going to give credit to the Chinese for anything, honestly.
But yeah, he would just sell that shit at medicine shows until he finally got his big break. After 10 years of being successful on the road, he claims, he got to perform at the 1893 Chicago World Fair.
Ooh, that's exciting.
This is a big deal because this
Yeah.
is the largest fucking thing happening in our country.
Snake Fest.
It's yeah, dude. And this is what's so nuts about it. Chicago World Fair, 27 million visitors in that 6-month run. 25 million saw his show because he was performing a show to sell his snake oil there. And I'll get to that in a second.
And real quick, Snake Fest is set up by Lou Hiss J. Gomez.
A lot of snakes on that list.
A lot of snakes. Well, dude, so at that 1893 World's Fair, pretty cool time. A lot of great guests were there. Alexander Graham Bell was in attendance.
Is that motherfucker doing some ahoy hoy shit for real?
Yeah, dude. He was there.
Nobody gave a shit about his ahoy hoy speech. Everybody was like, look at the snake guy.
Helen Keller was there.
Come on.
I'm dead serious.
Sit the fuck down,
She was
bitch.
selling a machine for Braille.
No, that bitch was lost as hell. And whoever was selling the Braille shit went to the bathroom and she found herself there.
She actually purchased some of the snake oil and credited it to her.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. she tripped over a bunch of wicker baskets full of snakes. Set them everywhere.
Medusa.
I just picture her sounding like Chewbacca.
But also to tie it into our podcast, 2 other stinkers were prominent at this World Fair.
Oh,
H.H. Holmes.
H.H.
Yes.
Holmes, yeah, got 27 of his own victims at that World's Fair.
And Shucky Ducky.
Christ.
Shucky Ducky, quack
Quack,
quack.
quack.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's
And
where the term quack comes from because he originated it there.
and the Peking duck. Oof, Maron.
Yeah.
But all, in addition to that, Houdini was there performing magic with him and his brother. So he was another stinker we covered. So
Nice.
a lot of stinkers at the 1893 World Fair. Pretty
Did
cool.
this man make himself like $500,000 of this thing or something?
I don't know. It's not accounted for how much he's actually
Cash,
making, but
baby.
he
It's
was-
all they
yeah,
got.
He was making a fucking buttload.
Fuck.
And this World Fair was really important in the U.S. because there was like a lot of firsts going on. It's the first time anyone saw a fucking Ferris wheel. It was the first time it was ever made. It was there.
We saw that in Chicago.
We did. That was like the old.
I mean, there is one still up that
Yeah.
is representative of it's there year round
Oh, okay.
as a.
But it's not the one from.
I sure hope not.
I have no recollection of that.
It's on the when you're driving up the coast of the Michigan. I guess you're driving south,
Like, yeah, right on the water.
and the lake is to the left, and then there's a little like peninsula kind of portion of land that goes out, and I was like, "Is that a Ferris wheel?"
The Navy Pier?
The Navy Pier.
Navy Pier.
Navy SEALs.
All right, I'm gonna try to speed this up because I've got 16 more pages. I'm kidding. I kid. But no, okay. So there was, like I said, a lot of firsts there. There was a 2-headed pig. Very excited about this. I'm telling you what to the World's Fair.
Is that legit?
Yeah, legit. There was a 2-headed pig.
Hungry.
There was a statue of Columbus because the World's Fair, I learned, was a fair to basically honor Christopher Columbus for starting the country. So 46 countries were in attendance. They made a statue made of over 1,000 pounds of chocolate of Christopher Columbus that was there. Pretty fucking sick. And like I said,
chocolate Chris?
yeah, chocolate Chris.
Whoa.
A lot of guards. A lot of guards at that thing. But this was the first time electricity was actually like widely displayed anywhere.
Ooh.
So like people were walking into the World Fair like mind fucking
Yeah.
blown.
A bicycle-powered Sibian.
Yeah. They see that. They see the lights on. They see a fucking giant Ferris wheel. On top of that, that's when we first saw like an incubator for like eggs and farming. That was like a big attraction. Then the electric chair
Get
was
that baby
there.
out of that fucking incubator. Got eggs to heat up.
Dude,
What year is this fair?
This is 1893.
1893. Okay.
Automatic dishwasher, an early fax machine. All right.
Robot lady.
Dude, this is... And this is where it gets crazy. American football, the first time a game was played under lights was at the Chicago World Fair.
Oh, neat.
I learned that. Pretty fucking cool. Before that point, there was no pro teams. This was the first, like, pro contract was signed that year in Pittsburgh.
Really?
Yeah, before then it was all college. Rutgers and Princeton were the first game in American football. Pretty cool. Sorry, guys, I have ADD. I think you're learning this right now. But it's also the debut of Juicy Fruit Gum. So that was brand new.
Is that Wrigley's?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Wrigley's was there. Pabst Blue Ribbon debuted.
I'd be remiss if we have our own juicy fruit in the house right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, wet boy.
He's giving you the thumbs down.
Unbelievable.
So, yeah.
I had to do it.
So it's the debut of Juicy Fruit, Pabst Blue Ribbon, and hot dogs.
Wow, man.
Hot dogs. 1893 World's Fair. Came from an Austrian and Hungarian group. That
I would have
just fucking brought 'em.
sworn hot dogs were older than that. That's crazy.
They're from like the 1400s, but it's the first time
good.
they had them in America. Like
What?
They're on display and became like a fucking hot commodity.
I'm glad I just had a hot dog before this.
Imagine smelling that for the first time.
Imagine seeing it for the first. You want me to put this meat tube in my mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a prank, right?
If it smelled that good, I wouldn't have any issue with it at all.
Do you think guys back in that era were homophobic like us?
Yes. At a much higher degree.
Yeah,
I think.
dick shape was always been the same. The dick came first, but a hot dog is shaped like dick.
So this is where he really shines because he's the rattlesnake king. He's billing himself as that, right? He has his own little stall and he does a show every fucking day. It turns out he does a show 2 days, 2 nights, or 2 shows a day for 6 months. And people describe the one word that I saw that kept describing his show and him was he was very flamboyant.
Uh-oh.
Which he would dress like very like eye-catching.
Blew all his money on hot dogs.
Dude, yeah. So imagine this flamboyant guy selling you snake oil. Actually, you know what? I did find an audio clip of the thing, which is crazy because they had Alexander Graham Bell there, so they were able to get like a recording. Do you want to hear it real quick?
Yeah, let it rip.
Sale. Who wants some yummy for your bruises? Hey guys, check out my snake oil. It's for sale.
Again.
Who wants some yummy for your bruises?
From the 1800s. Sounds crystal clear.
Incredible, man.
Graham
How
Bell.
far we've come, man.
I know. So. Oh my god.
Was the man in the recording saying bruises?
Yes, he was. He was.
Yummy, fix your bruises. What a sales pitch.
Yummy, yummy. The Chinese influence, obviously.
The silent nod.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they described him as flamboyant. One guy just said that he had an eye for drama and a flair for the theater.
A real father disappointer.
Yeah, so what he would do is, as people would gather, he would reach into this sack under his table and pull out a fucking rattlesnake, a live rattlesnake in front of them. And once like he had everyone's attention, he would slit the rattlesnake from end to end.
Oh boy, we didn't need to see him slit it.
Oh yeah, he does it in front of everybody. And now everyone's fucking jaws dropped, and he's explaining like how snake oil is the cure-all for everything, every ache, pain, everything. And then he dumps it into a vat of like boiling water, and then he lets the oil rise, and he ladles it off, puts it in a glass jar. Everyone's watching him do this, and then as they're taking it off, the assistant is like switching it out with like all his pre-made shit, and just like selling it all, and they were fucking selling like hotcakes. Did this 2 times a day. He was killing 2 rattlesnakes a day at least.
How many snakes did he bring with him to Chicago?
Dude, I think a lot.
He had to bring 6 months of snakes.
Of twice a day.
Now, he must have had a snake boy that he kept sending to rattlesnake territory. Bring me back 100 snakes, boy. I need to know a good 50 days worth of snakes.
He is insanely good with this. He does have snakes shipped to his house.
I knew
from
he had a
his
snake
Texas
boys.
home.
I knew he had a snake boys.
Yeah, dude, you know all about the
Where were the
snake
snakes
boys.
from? The Amazon?
They were from his home in Abilene.
Okay.
So somebody there would send it, and this is what's crazy.
Did he defang these ones that he was reaching in for blindly?
No, like these were all
Fanged up.
banged up.
This guy's psycho.
Well, he knew, like he actually did like snakes. Like he wasn't just killing them. I mean, he kills a lot of them.
This is gonna hurt me a lot more than it hurts you, snake.
He'd hold it up and be like, I'm so sorry.
The blood
Oh,
splatter.
yummy, yummy. I'm so sorry.
Dude. So
You're going to be so good for people's bruises.
So people would see him do that. Dude, people would see him do that. They would slit the snake, and he would, like I said, drop it in the thing. The oil would rise. When people were still skeptical, so he had a girl come out saying that she couldn't walk for like the first 18 years of her life. And thanks to the snake oil,
Faker.
she can. And then they would just sell it 50 cents a bottle, which today is like 50 cents or like $10, $20 a bottle. You know what I mean? For that kind of shit. And people were just lining up. They couldn't get enough of it.
But wait a second. All it takes is one person to see that show twice.
I think they
it
probably
doesn't-
just assumed that like there was so much foot traffic in the World's Fair that you're probably not going to get the same people twice. But
Yeah. And even so, if she's telling the same story, what are you going to say? Hey, I heard you tell that already.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I'm sorry, am I only allowed to tell it once? True. Yeah, you're right.
okay, broke back, bitch.
but dude, so he was doing that. He said the audience would see, this is his quote. He says, the audience sees me kill the snakes, draw out the oil, put it into a glass dish. Then I walk back among them and show it to them. And then I go back and here's a big glass jar that you make orangeade in.
Whoa.
First the snake oil, then 9 other oils that have been mixed in a can so they don't see what his formula is. Right? So
Snaky delight.
Dude, he was doing that
Snaky
right in
D.
front of them. So many people were in like just they fell in love with it. They're like, we need it. This one guy from Boston who they referred to him back then as druggists was like, you got to come to Boston, like start a factory. And he sets one up 20 miles outside of Boston in Beverly, Massachusetts.
There's not enough rattlesnakes in Boston.
Every month he's having a shipment of snakes from his farm sent up for him to slice open.
From the snake farm?
Yes, but before they slice them open, the manufacturer would pick the most intellectual snakes and put them aside for the exhibitions, and the other ones would get all sliced up.
These motherfuckers are doing snake testing?
Dude, it's insane.
How do you pass it? How do you become a smart snake? Oh, he's wearing glasses. I figured he was a little bit smarter than the
Yeah,
other one.
Goodwill slithering.
He had leather. He had tweed patches on his leather jacket.
And then he was selling so much he outgrew the Boston factory and had to open up a bigger factory in Providence, Rhode Island. Rhode Island, that's the place.
It is. It's quite close.
So it's bigger, and now they're producing more. And like the bottle looked so fucking cool. You're gonna see the bottle and some of the stuff on it. I don't think there was like a good label for it, but like so many ads were put out with it. It says like it puts strength. This is one of the things that said on one of the containers. It said it puts strength into weak backs, lame shoulders, and tired legs and arms.
It's Red Bull.
Dude, you think so?
Red Bull basically is we give you wings.
Those are the same things that my wife roasts me with.
Dude, I just love
Weak
the fact
back, lame arm, tired shoulders.
the fact that you're
Weak
calling
stroke,
it
bitch.
lame.
Yeah, Jake, did that cover weak stroke, bitch?
You know what? It does cover. Yeah, it covers everything. So getting back, so I told you he wrote his autobiography in 1897. This
You
is
just
now,
rub it on your dick and it never comes again.
Yeah, I'm
I can
hard
go all
constantly,
night.
but I can't bust.
yeah, that would be a nightmare. That would be a terrible situation to be in.
Uh-huh.
But there's an interview in 1896 I'm going to get to. But first, I'm going to talk about 1897. He puts out the autobiography that I was telling you about, The Life and Adventures of the American Cowboy, Life in the Far West by Clark Stanley, better known as the Rattlesnake King, right? It's only 50 pages. The first 25, and there's a lot of pictures. That's why I
Nice.
finished the whole book. A lot of pictures in between, and we'll get to some.
A lot of
actually,
pictures.
We can scroll through this as we go, Jeff. So basically, the first 25 pages is like life as a cowboy, right? Mm-hmm. So he teaches you how to, what do you call it? It doesn't matter.
Twerk.
Like, what's it, rawhide kind of shit? Teaches you how to make a cowboy hat, how to be a marksman, how to like basically corral cattle and shit like that.
Little lariat work.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Lariat
is
sound.
Chuck and Lariat.
Chuck and Lariat, yeah. And then the last 25 pages were write-ups about him that he included in the book.
25 pages
That and ads, which you're going to see in a second as we scroll through this. And we can just go through this, Jeff, pretty willy-nilly. But my favorite part...
That's the bottle you're talking about?
That's the bottle. Yeah, that's the label and shit like that.
That looks like
For man
fancy
or
bottle
beast?
up to this day.
Dude, yeah, exactly. It gave you a bunch of different remedies you could use it for. And here's a slideshow of what's listed. And I highlighted my favorite, which is a little bit long.
Why does that man with a mustache have abs and tits?
Yeah, dude, he's got it
The
all.
ideal man. That's the real Vitruvian, man. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. It's easy to get started. Just choose more or less on player stat projections. If you pick right, you could cash in. Boys, I don't know about you, but I'm looking at Saquon this week. I'm looking at Jalen this week, and I'm picking more on both of those guys.
Football season is upon us, and I am so excited. And Prize Picks is making me even more excited.
Baseball, too, still going. I'm picking Nick Kurt's 7.5 hitter fantasy score. I'm going more. He's
There
been
you go.
crushing it.
There you go.
Love it, Jacob. With Prize Picks, cashing out is quick. They offer Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more. And Prize Picks even has Flex Pay, which means you could still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. You could double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Download the app today and use code STINKERS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code STINKERS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Now, if you look underneath, it says the guy's rubbing his lower or upper hips, I should say.
It looks
says-
pretty low to me.
This,
Dude, head tilted back, eyes rolled back into his fucking skull.
and clearly man hands on him. Right?
I like it.
Yeah, look,
I
you
knew
guys
you
got
would.
Robin Williams knuckles.
Yeah.
50 cents per bottle, but that example is indigestion.
Fruit
That-
and run by fruiting.
One of my
Mike,
favorite
you have a little
parts-
bit of a tummy issue right now. Would you like us to rub it off?
I would, yeah. Jake, do you have anything to rub on my belly right now?
I mean, just yeah, I could create something.
Y'all got some liniment upstairs?
There's got to be snake around here. Let's
Yeah.
do this fresh. Going on a snake hunt.
Jake, can you scream out the window for your snake boy?
What's that?
Scream out the window for your snake boy to bring you one.
Snake boy.
Yummy, yummy. Fix your bruises.
I'm an idiot, dude. My favorite part of the book, though, is there's a section where he has poetry. He has 3 poems in the book.
He wrote them?
Yeah. Oh wait, stay on this one, Jeff, for a minute. Yeah, he wrote, "Come to Texas, Song of the Cowboy, and Blazing. I can't remember the other one, but
I love
Blazing
it.
Saddles.
I printed out a little example. He goes, this is the start of Song of the Cowboy. It gets boring pretty quick, but it's, come, give me your attention and see the right and wrong. It's a simple story and won't detain you long. I'll try to tell the reason why we are bound to roam and why we are so friendless and never have a home.
I like it.
Song of the Cowboy. Sad.
Yeah, aren't they friends with each other though? And the scuttlebugs, aren't they friends with the scuttlebugs?
There are a lot of scuttlebugs out there. But a lot of his book, once he starts getting into snakes, he warns the reader about fake snake oils the whole time. He's like, beware of like imitators. Like, there's a lot of fake shit out there. People are trying to copy my shit. It's completely
Oh, that's
real.
a ferret, honey.
Yeah, I know ferret oil. I saw your hair coming from a mile away, sister. You've been putting ferret oil in there.
But dude, he is a good writer. Like, I was like reading some of his shit, like talking to the cowboy stuff, and he's like talking about being a range rider, protecting the herds from the desperados who would steal the cattle. And he said like at night he's like, it's a genuine fear, like just the complete lawlessness. Because like by the time police would come like to save you, the desperados were long gone with all your fucking cattle, and you were just completely fucked for the rest of your life. But he was saying that like he was describing going to sleep under the stars, like a campfire, a lonely meal,
That's cowboy camping, baby.
falling asleep to the dying glow of the fire, pony grazing nearby, wailing of the coyotes in the distance. Coyotes in the distance. He does the abbreviated.
How does he abbreviate?
Well, he
Yotes?
doesn't actually do the symbol. He just spells it CYOTES.
Ah,
Pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want, even in books.
good to know.
And then he talks about, it's making cowboy hats. You take raw. This is how people made cowboy hats. He said up until like a certain point, people just made their own. They would dig a hole in the ground, and you would put your head in it. I'm dead serious. You would put your head in the ground, and you would shape it to the size of your head as tight as possible, as you can, as what would fit. And then you just take wet like hide and just lay it in there. You put it in, make sure it fits, and everything like that. Then you just like let it sit for like a day or two and let it dry.
You gotta stay in there with it.
I don't think
Upside down.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard, I know you're holding my legs up over there, but I really got to take a piss.
Yeah. A lot of people talk about the gold rush. Not many people talk about the blood rush.
You can hold my ankles and my dick. All right.
But if you do enjoy holding my dick, I am going to take a shit. You're going to have to wet my ass. That's fair, all right?
Dude, but yeah, so he's
Coyote fever.
You hear him barking out there? They want us to do this.
oh man. So yeah, the last probably 10, 15 pages of the book are just diagrams of afflictions that treat, how to treat. And if you notice the bottom right image shown there, those are feet.
They look like broken toes.
If you can read a little closer, it says the what of gout. So it doesn't say what. It says something else, but I can't read that far. But yeah, so it's an affliction. It would cure your gout, guys.
I mean, nothing has so far. So,
Dude, I'll rub anything on myself. Like I wouldn't have to get past page 2.
I think I had ankle gout recently.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the first time. It was inexplicable, and I was like, "This is kind of similar." Wasn't nearly as bad as the big toe, thank God. But hopefully that was my bout for the summer.
But so here's some more. This is one of my favorite examples. Why I'm showing you. You see the feet, right? Next to the feet, they have a. I don't know if you noticed the man on crutches up top. It says before, and then below there's a drawing
He's
of him
carrying
standing.
the crutches.
He's carrying them, and it's after.
I guess you can't leave those crutches behind.
Did you know that you could do a before and after photo with just drawing it?
Did he know that you can just leave crutches at home? I love a before and after drawing, dude. That is so sick.
It's pretty awesome.
Even in the drawing, it's still cumbersome. Like, dude, relax, man. You're fixed.
But in
Full
his
bottle.
at the height of his production, he claimed to kill 3,000 snakes a year.
Damn.
To create snake oil. So he's a son of a bitch, man. That's a lot of rattlesnakes.
Yeah, they survived
Copperhead
somehow.
He did a bunch of different varieties of snakes, but
Okay, it wasn't always rattlers. He didn't kill 300,000 rattlers or
it was
3,000
like mountain
rattlers.
what's the other one? The fucking diamond one or copperhead ones.
They got diamondback. They got chippyback. They got
all of them. All of them were in there.
babyback.
In a little
What are you looking at,
hodgepodge.
Jeff? You think I'm
Sexy
making up
backs.
snakes? You think I would make up snake?
This is truly kidding. This is like letting the special person teach the class for.
No, I'm acting like an
You're crushing
absolute
it,
fool,
man.
and you're teaching me things.
Here's what's nuts is the thing. So snake oil had the big thing was omega-3, so they could have just got salmon.
But they didn't know.
No, they didn't.
They didn't. Wait, did they know what omega-3 was back then?
No, they just knew it was
No.
snake oil.
Yeah.
You know,
But then you need a bear to catch it.
you need to hire a
Oh,
bear.
pain in the ass, man. A willing bear.
So the year before he released his autobiography, he was, again, the fucking bee's knees. Everyone wanted to talk to this dude because he was at the World's Fair and impressed so many people. So reporters were coming to his house in Massachusetts all the time. And I love this quote by somebody who said, when reporters visited him in Massachusetts, Stanley just stocked his office with snakes, like if not simply just to add pizzazz to the encounter.
Live?
Yeah, like all the time.
Come on in, find a chair if a snake ain't already sitting in it.
So he just had boxes of snakes. He would just bring out for the reporters. And like, there's one example he gives. He has a reporter follow him to his bedroom, and he pulls out a snake right then and there, puts it around his neck. He's like, "This here's the mountain rattlesnake. It's the most dangerous snake in America." And it was still fanged and everything like that. Just to kind of scare the reporter. And
So these snakes respected Clark.
yeah, and he says, "This is another thing." The guy's like, "Aren't you afraid of getting bit by a snake?" And he's like, "No, because I know what can fix it. There's only one thing that could fix a snake bite.
And that's snake.
That's Clark Stanley's snake oil liniment." And he's like, "I've taken it.
The same product that he sells to
Yep.
everybody.
Yeah, so he's like, I take it and I'm fine." He has a bunch of scars all over his body from being bit 1,000 fucking times.
And this is Bitey. He's the real problem of the group.
He has confetti that he throws.
This is son of Bitey. He's learning.
But I told you he would have snakes shipped up to his house, right?
Yeah, this guy was shipping snakes everywhere, according to you.
Yeah, he was shipping them to the World Fair to his house, and at one point, I guess they got lazy and they just decided to send the cage. Like they didn't put it in a box.
Oh,
So the
God.
delivery guy that they hired, it was like cash on delivery kind of thing. The guy brings he's described as carrying the box with his like fingers on the corners, completely stretched out. Puts it inside his house. The guy brings it in his house, and as soon as he does, the lid becomes ajar. And apparently, with these rattlesnakes, when they're like pent up like that, the first thing they like to do is like shoot up, like just legit just shoot out of the fucking thing.
Surprise!
Can of snake.
And scared the delivery guy so much he didn't come back for like a couple of days to get his money. Pretty fucking cool. That he's just, I don't know. He didn't really have anything to do with that, but I thought that was fun.
It's got to be a mad dash to lock the door at the post office when you see him coming with those snakes.
Oh, fuck. We just ate lunch. He saw us just eat lunch. We're having second lunch, man. I'm sorry. We're really fucking hungry today, dude.
So yeah, he's touring the country after the World's Fair. He's continuing to do so. In 1902, there was an ad in the Hartford, because again, a lot of his stuff like wasn't out. Like it's all like word of mouth, his own stuff, and a lot of that's gone now. So there was one newspaper ad where he was going to be in Hartford and at a medicine show, and they described his snake oil as the strongest and best liniment known for pain and lameness. Which I just love that they keep referring to like shit as lameness. Pretty cool.
Pain and lameness is also a magic act in Vegas.
But,
Yeah, they're in old time Vegas too. They're Fremont Street.
Yeah, they're playing at the Dunes. They knocked the Dunes down 20 years ago.
They're still there.
But dude, he sold this all the way until he got busted, and in 1906, that's when they introduced the Pure Food and Drug Act, and that's when they started the crackdowns on all this kind of crazy snake oil shit. Because all these people were doing, like I said, was just putting a bunch of random shit and selling it. There was one guy, I think this was around the time of this act, where he claimed was a cure for cancer. and he had like 5 test patients, and they all died. And like, I think that's when they were like, all right, we gotta fucking reel this in. So he didn't get busted though. So that was in 1906. He didn't get busted until I think it was either 1916 or 17. I've seen conflicting numbers. Another decade of him selling the shit, and it selling all over the place. And this is when I learned, and I guess Clark Stanley learned that catching snakes and getting the oil out of them is a pretty cumbersome process. So at one point he was just like, "Fuck it, get rid of the snakes," and just didn't tell anybody. So when he got busted selling the snake oil, they got a whole shipment of his stuff, tested it, didn't contain a single trace of snake oil whatsoever. So he was doing these demos, killing the snakes, and then just selling them some other fucking shit, and like nobody was ever really getting the stuff, right?
So he killed all these snakes for nothing?
Essentially, yeah. Well, when he couldn't meet the demand, he just like stopped doing it.
Yeah, we're going to have to cut this.
Yeah.
We're going to have to fucking cut this Coke with some baby powder.
Yeah, some baby snakes. But so he gets arrested, or he doesn't get arrested. He gets yelled at for it.
They bring him outside and they yell at him in public.
Yeah. So like I said, 50 cents a pop for these bottles, which is the equivalent of $10, $20, right? A piece now. He's selling at the World Fair. We said 25 million people attended the show.
Yeah.
So a lot of those people bought. I don't know how many, but since then it became like a nationwide thing. It's constantly, most of his business was done through mail order. And I love this kind of stuff. Like, this is the back of his book cover, his autobiography. It says, "Tell your druggist you want a bottle of snake oil liniment. If he says he hasn't got it in stock, you tell him he can get it." He tells him exactly how to get the snake oil from him. Incredible. Like on the back of his book.
Hey, just call up Clark. Ask him nicely. He'll send it over.
So basically, when they tested his snake oil, they found that at that time, 1916.
You trying to test my snake oil, girl?
It was just cum. No, it was just mineral oil, red pepper, beef fat, and turpentine.
Turpentine on the skin.
Yeah, pretty gross stuff.
Did it still cause the green effect that the original formula would?
That's a good question. I'm assuming it had to have, right? Like otherwise,
Yeah.
he would have been raised, or he would have just reasoned it out.
Well, it seems like he at least did his research.
Yeah. Seems like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking about me right now? So after that happened, his whole empire came crumbling down, and he was fined $20, which today is less than $500.
Damn.
That's it. That was like more money. He made more money over the fucking...
Let Clark shine, I say.
Dude, it's
and they
insane.
did.
So they did that. He was charged with falsely and fraudulently representing it as a remedy for all pain, and he did not dispute the charges. He paid it, and then this is what sucks. He slipped out of the public eye after this.
Yeah.
Slithered out of the public eye.
There
I
you
should
go.
say, and was never seen or heard of again.
He was history.
He must have
Second his joke.
been. He must
Jeff, can
have
you
been
activate the his counter,
so rich that he could. He probably started Stanley Cup Company.
Stanley Cup Company?
You fill it with snake oil. Yeah.
You know what you drink your snake oil out of.
Oh, yes.
Don't even talk to me before I've had 2 cups of snake oil.
But dude, so like I didn't know that I've heard snake oil salesman for a long time, but like
Yeah, I just figured it was.
Yeah, I didn't know.
one guy's like the Napster of it and really fucking made a killing. And then with the amount of money he must have had, he had to have like just paid somebody off and changed his name, right? Like that's
1916. Did that continue to be a phrase that like people that actually continued to try to sell snake oil? Because I feel like that was all 1800s in my mind.
Yeah, so
tonight.
Once that happened, once he got arrested in 1916, 17, when that charge went through, like basically everyone just stopped buying snake oil.
All the
completely.
imitators were out of business as well.
Yeah, everyone was done because nobody trusted it anymore. And it was 10 years later where it was first referenced in like an epic poem called like John Brown's Body. And then in the 50s it was referenced, they said, I think they referred to it as snake oil bomb in this as kind of like a derogatory thing. And then in the 50s, there was a play by, I think, Eugene O'Neill where they're talking about, they're going to make a killing selling snake oil in hell. Like
Death of a snake oil salesman.
Yeah. And then from there, it just like became like fucking common lexicon is like, you know, what we now see is like fucking all the shit that like the MLMs and everything. Like, still pretty unregulated.
Old Bernie Madoff.
Yeah.
Kind of the same. Well, Ponzi, snake oil, kind of the same thing.
Yeah, sure. What's a Ponzi?
MLM is definitely. Is MLM Ponzi?
It's
Hey.
when you look between a lady's legs, Jake. An Italian lady's leg. They have Ponzi's.
Is it Ponzi?
You ever eat Ponzi?
only down the shore.
Yeah.
It's got to be fresh.
You got to get it from North Jersey.
Got to be fresh Ponzi.
Yeah, Ponzi has the plastic over it.
I can't believe there was one actual man.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
is the original.
There were imitators, but yeah, he's like the guy that really took off with it.
You got to respect a one-man scam.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
It's got my wheels turning, that's for sure.
I thought that's what I smelled.
You got any snake oil I can put on those wheels?
I got some snake oil for you. I have to go make it for you real quick. But yeah, dude, he was like basically doing like the final countdown, just jamming to that with snakes in his hands at the world. I was gonna say World Cafe, the World Fair. Yeah, he would have one. He'd slice the one open. Then after he would boil that one, he'd grab two more.
Use them as nunchucks.
Just like
Use them to open people's beer bottles around the crowd.
Do you want to see them kiss?
He's just doing snake puppet shit until people walk away.
Yeah, fucking Alexander Graham Bell is like, yeah, man, I crush it with the phones. Then you see some huckster like making snakes French kiss. And the people are like,
Yeah, here, take my money, take my fucking money.
Yeah. Make him go butt to butt.
Here's more of my money.
Let me see you rattle. But yeah, man, he was the fucking guy, and then he just disappeared. You know?
Oh man,
He had to.
What I like though about the snake
He probably
oil,
just shaved and didn't move anywhere.
yeah, still in the snakes, just no mustache. You're like, what are you even talking about? Do you hear yourself right now?
it's crazy. Like there was no associated deaths with his stuff though.
Not
too,
that bad.
Which I appreciate. Just a lot of like sick people who are hopeful.
People didn't get better.
Yeah, people didn't.
But nobody got worse, and there's a
tried.
lot to say
The guy
about
tried.
that.
Yeah,
Which, in my mind, is a doctor. A bad doctor is still a doctor.
And to his credit,
You're damn right.
he thought the rattlesnakes were just as potent as the Chinese water snakes, and they weren't. You know,
Well, there's no lab testing for that kind of thing.
not until 1989. But
The lab opened in 1989?
that's when they made the like acknowledgement that like these snakes don't have nearly as
These
much.
snakes are not nearly as oily
These
as
snakes. Yeah, man.
these snakes.
That's Clark Stanley, aka the Rattlesnake King.
I loved it. I love a guy who nicknames himself. I love a guy who runs his own scam. I love a guy who's not afraid of snakes, and a guy who's not afraid to show off snakes in his apartment.
Yeah, brings them into his bedroom and pulls them out. I mean, come on, dude.
Reaches in, blinded, not even. Bro, I ain't reaching into no snake pits without looking in there first.
I'll even pick one out with my toes.
Clark, you're crazy. Clark, you're so crazy, I want to suck your dick right now.
Give him a little kiss.
Please, Clark, just pull your dick out. Oh, Clark, that was another snake in your pants. For Christ's sake. Who did this guy's fucking graphic design? It's so sick. How did they do that back then?
I know.
That is super cool, man. God damn.
That looks like a cool concert poster today.
Right? Yeah, it's so much of his shit too. Like, Jeff, can you scroll backwards a little bit on this? Because there's like so many cool little fucking details. This is all, again, that's the back of his book. Here, get past this. There's more ads where you'll see more drawing of his shit.
There's a horse being beaten.
Stay on this one. The something different side, it's like these snakes tied in knots, and he's just explaining the benefits to the liniment. And then on the left side, it's like a more geared towards old people with like a don't tread on me type of snake in all four corners. So just snakes all throughout this fucking thing.
I'm thinking that guy had to tie some snakes together to get that picture right.
You got to tie together a few snakes to make your oil liniment. Grandmother always used to say that.
I agree with that. I agree with Grandma on that.
That is, I think that's got to be like the impractical joke played most on snakes.
Tying them up.
Yeah, like a snake passes out at like a frat party.
Please don't fucking
just
tie
wakes up knotted.
Come on, guys. You know I can't on that myself.
He's got dick written on his fangs.
I have class at 8 a.m., dickhead.
Oh, that was one thing I forgot he did to the reporters when he brought him to his house. He would take this venomous snake out, have the snake just go up and down his body, rubbing his face, and he explained that like they have such a heightened sense of smell, they're familiar with me, and they know me, so that's why they're not biting me. But if you did it, the reporter, you would 100% get bit, unless you had the snake oil liniment on, because then they would identify you
as one of theirs.
Yeah, as one of theirs. Yeah. So like he was like all the reporters were fucking just enthralled with this dude.
This boy is a definition of a snake freak.
Yeah, he's a.
I haven't called him that all the entire night.
Certified snake freak.
Certified snake freak, which good on him for that. But man, killed at least 2,000 snakes in 1 year, or 3,000 snakes in 1 year.
They still keep making them though. And in his defense, like
they
he knew
fuck.
they were going to make more.
Snakes be fucking, I guess,
They do.
man. I had no idea.
How do they make love to each other?
They have eggs, right?
There's eggs.
The eggs come out of a pouch in the bottom, or do they throw them up?
But does the male snake have a penis somewhere? A hairy penis?
A penis. There's the third one, right?
I'm sure they do. You know what I used to do when me and my friends used to do this to each other when we passed out? If I passed out, my friend would take my shoe and sock off and take a Sharpie and color my entire foot black. Like the black foot from Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
And then put my shoe and sock back on. And then I wouldn't know until I got in the shower when I got home the next
Are you
day.
serious?
Gave that motherfucker the black foot last night. Dude, I'm talking fully
That
covered.
takes 45 minutes.
It took
at
a long
least.
time. And you have to be so passed out to not be tickled.
Sounds like your friend was a foot freak, dude.
Imagine your girlfriend having to watch you color another man's foot all the way.
Oh, Mike, there were no girls there. Yeah, babe, trust me, I'll still be hard after I color this faggot's foot. Just chill.
I drew on my buddy's face once in college. He passed out. I gave him like a gigantic full beard.
Damn.
And he didn't wake up once.
I colored my own mustache with a Sharpie for Halloween one year, and that was a mistake.
Did you do the Hitler?
Come on, you piece of shit. Edit
you're
that
the one
out,
that
you
did
piece
it.
of shit. No, I was Raoul Duke's attorney. Benicio del Toro in Fear and Loathing. Back then, I had to stuff a pillow in my shirt. Now, I always have a pillow in my shirt
I was having it in my shorts.
while you're traveling.
Yeah, it's one of those baby coffin pillows though, so it looks more realistic.
Yeah, I keep a roll-up cot in my shirt at all times. Never know when I want to lay down, Spread
Some
out.
hotels just don't have them.
No, they don't.
Some airports don't have them. Some Target, some Applebee's don't have cots for you, so you just got to bring your own.
Parking lots.
Damn,
It looks good, Jeff.
that is pretty good. How long did it take?
Probably 15, 20 minutes.
That's pretty good for 15.
That was
Bad for 20.
pretty thick.
Yeah. And Jeff, could you edit out me saying that's pretty good for 15?
I'm clipping it.
Yeah.
Can you make sure the words are visible? Can you zoom in on his
Yeah.
mouth?
Can you email that to the police?
Can you tell him when his flight is tomorrow?
Something off camera. That's pretty good for. Yeah. Can't even say it.
Man, your flight's so early. I'm worried that Jamba Juice won't even be open that early.
No, I don't think shit's gonna be open, man.
That sucks. What are you gonna do without Jamba?
I might get something at Wawa tonight, but I got a little nervousness about me. I'm anxious to begin with, but I'm taking Southwest home,
Really?
and it's always a free for all. with Southwest because you don't have an assigned seat.
Wait, didn't they just change their MO though?
I don't know. What does that mean?
I think they recently changed to assigned seats.
No, it's they give you like a number,
A group number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I think mine is like the second grouping.
I think there'll still be at least. You won't be in a middle.
That's what I was worried
Might
about.
be in a window, but
There's one seat on each Southwest flight. I think it's 14C maybe, or
That
14A.
doesn't have a middle.
That doesn't. That's you got the space in front of you because it's the
Exit row?
kicking up to the emergency row.
Nice.
Well, yeah, you're not going to get that one. Not in
I don't know, man. Maybe people don't know about that. Maybe they're all Helen Kellers on this plane.
Maybe everybody on that plane's.
Yeah, it's your seat, Helen. Yep, right there. Yep. Sit. Don't get up.
Like how Helen Keller just turned into the Rain Man. That's my seat. 14C. 14C. That's my seat. 36 rows.
Well, I wish you luck on that endeavor. Is that going to be? Do you have to do 2 flights with them?
Yeah, it's a 1 hour flight to Nashville. And then I think 2 hours to Austin.
Then you got to play the game all over again.
Yeah.
That'll be fun though.
Yeah, I'll be home by like 9 a.m.
Damn,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
home before breakfast. They got Cracker Barrel there.
Where
In Austin, they have to. They must.
I think I've seen one, yeah.
Yeah.
By Bat City, I think they got one. Bat City is not a derogatory term for where the bats live. It's a comic book shop.
Oh, okay. Dude, did I tell you about when I took my youngest kid into a comic book shop and it like pissed off the owner
Why?
because he touched a comic?
Oh, fuck off.
Dude, you saw my young, he's 3 years old. It's on I don't want to say where the store. It's on close by. They have a giant Batman light in the window, right?
Yeah, drawing children in.
Yeah, a Superman logo, a giant Batman, and my kid's like, oh, he sees it all the time. He's like, "Can I go? Like, can we go there?" I'm like, "Yeah, buddy, we can go there." We're in there for like not even 5 minutes, and he like sees a comic propped up against the thing, and he goes like this, and he starts touching it, and the guy from behind the counter goes, he's manhandling it, dude.
He's toddler handling my comic book.
Dude, he said
Dude,
my 3-year-old was
manhandling
manhandling
it.
his fucking comic. I've never
All right,
been
man.
so pissed in my
Here's
life.
$4.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, those aren't for sale yet. And I'm like,
Don't put them fucking out,
yeah,
man.
what the fuck are you doing, man? God damn.
They're not for sale yet. What's the difference then?
Yeah, why are they even out if they're not for fucking
I
sale?
want to look at it. I like it on the shelf.
Dude. That's exactly who
This
this
is my
guy
shop. I will prop up any comic book that I want.
He was,
Sir.
He was that guy, man. You were nailing who this person was. And then he tried to get apologetic after it. I'm like, fuck you, you piece of shit.
You're just knocking everything down on the way out. Fuck you, you absolute piece of fucking dog shit.
Dude, yeah.
I'll never bring my fucking family here ever fucking again.
Yeah, your son's apologizing for you. It's like,
You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
You
Dad,
set
you're
him up.
manhandling all these books.
Dude, to say it,
You want to see a fucking man handle something?
I mean, I get it. Like, as a collector of something, I understand, like, you don't want people, like, breaking it or whatever. But it's your shop. You're open for business. You have a fucking Batman thing in the window. You're going to get fucking kids in there. And if a kid touches a comic like that, like, he did bend it a little bit. A little bit.
Put it out. Put one that's worth $2 out.
Exactly, dude. Yeah. Don't fucking put all the real fancy ones towards the bottom then. Because that's where you can reach.
You got a lot of midgets coming in here for fancy comics, buddy.
I got to keep them low for the little people. Yeah.
Hey, Pete, yeah, Peter Parker, Volume 1.
Hey, your kid's midget handling that book. He's not my son. It's a grown man.
Yeah.
That's it, kid. You're out of here.
I'm not a kid. I'm 37 years old. I have a wife. She left, but she's still my wife.
Oh no!
It still counts.
Oh no! The midget's life is so sad.
I refuse to sign the paperwork.
Yeah. The courts have yet to recognize the divorce.
Try serving me in a mouse hole. I don't care how far you can get your forearm in here. I'm not signing.
Oh yeah, baby! I wish I was doing natures for that one.
Jacob, incredible presentation, brother. Well done,
Great
man.
job. Thank you for
Yeah.
teaching me so
Thank
much.
you guys. That was so much fun.
Jake, what do you want to promote before we go?
Just follow me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that kind of stuff at Jake Mattera. I'm going to probably post nudes soon,
Yes.
so please follow me. It's going to happen.
You're getting a double follow from me. I'm not posting nudes yet, but maybe by next year. Follow me to find out on Twitter and Instagram at Jon DelCollo. Thank you guys so much. Mikey?
Thank you, baby. You can check out all my books, including my new one, Terrible Advice for Lovers, which I have a copy of right here. And I'm going to pass it through the screen to one lucky viewer. Teasing. But it holds the key to unlocking the potential for your sexual relationship with your spouse, your side bitch, your uncle, the weird bitch at Starbucks, the fat black bus driver who takes you to work every day. Anything you want to do to these people, the keys to sexually pleasuring them are contained within this book right here. Get this book and all my other ones at onperks.com. Also, check out Getting Some Head, my interview podcast. And if you would like me to interview you, I'm doing custom Getting Some Head episodes. Just go to onperks.com, place your order. I'll contact you. We'll set up a time, and we'll do an interview over Zoom, and we'll have a lot of fun.
You got a cool guest coming up, too.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I got a guy from the original Texas Chainsaw movie, Alan Danziger.
So
very cool guy. I'm going to pick him up.
That's
I'm excited
crazy.
to get him in my car.
Yeah, dude, I bet.
But I love that movie so much, and I just want to spurg out and just ask him so many different questions, man.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for it. And, if you're watching this on Patreon, thank you for being a patron and supporting us. It's the clearest way and most direct way to support the show. If you're not a patron yet, please consider joining us. We have supplemental shit every week just for patrons. You get every episode a week early. There's so much good stuff.
Ad-free.
Ad-free, too. You get the
Everything is
entire back
ad-free.
catalog, too.
Audio, video, everything ad-free on Patreon.
Mod own, man. But check that out. Patreon.com/Little Stinkers, baby.
Thanks, everybody. See you next time.
Later, guys.
There's so much fucked up shit to get into.
Little Stinkers.